the vision behind the two new restaurants?
Sure. So I think the vision of the farm, to start the conversation, is to really provide holistic wellness um, to, to people in the Philippines and around the world. And you know, my wife and I, when we first came here in 2014, 2015, we said we'd love to try and be a part of this journey. And in 2018, when the opportunity presented itself, um, we were able to join this journey. And I think one of the things that we did with our management team and our chefs was to expand the food offering of the farm. So it started with Alive, which is our vegetarian or vegan restaurant. We opened Pesk, which was our pescatarian food offering. And shortly after we opened Prana, which is an Indian vegetarian restaurant, given our culinary backgrounds in Indian food. And shortly after, post the pandemic, we realized there's actually a lot that can be offered, with the right ingredients, the right organic cuisine. And we brought in Upper Deck, which is a Mediterranean-inspired cuisine, and Souffle, which of course is our fine dining French cuisine. So that we have something for every guest, every person, whether he's doing the detox program, whether they're coming here at leisure, whether they're bringing their children, bringing their pets. We want to have something for everyone in the family.
Well noted. Let's ask the media, members of the media, if they have any questions. Or Mr. Preet, there also.
I'd like to just add on to what Mr. Raj said, exactly what I wanted to say too. But on behalf of the farm, first of all, I welcome all of you. And farm has evolved over the years. We were much smaller than what we are today, but we were acclaimed worldwide. We consider ourselves among the top 5 in the world. And but we were vegan and vegetarian at that time. And I think a lot of people, 50% of our clients are Filipinos, locals who come here. And of course, everybody's not on a vegan diet or a medical supervised programs. So they accompany people who are on a medical. So there was limited choice at that time for them. And we were of course not known for food because nobody wants to eat raw vegan vegetarian food every day and every time you were here. So that's what prompted us, and doing so, we expanded the farm. We were at some 25, 30 rooms at that time, and now we are at 70 villas. You know, we've really expanded. So a lot of local Filipinos who come here, and of course they need the food to somewhat satisfy their palate, and that's where we thought of expanding our restaurants one after the other. And from one vegan restaurant, we are now 5 restaurants at the farm. And the latest, of course, addition is the Mediterranean food, where we serve Mediterranean food. We serve all organic. We have gardens here. We grow all our seasonal fruits and vegetables, which serve organic farm-to-table concept to us. And we've added, chicken. We've added meat, which is farm fresh, farm fed, organic meat to the menu. And this, of course, has been received very well. A lot of Filipinos who come here not necessarily need to go out and eat that food. It is available within. And that was a whole concept to this diverse demographic of people that we have at the farm. They have more choices to go out and eat rather than just going out to eat, maybe McDonald's or Jollibee's to go to. But I think there is a fantastic food, healing food that's available at the farm to your choice of palate that people would have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Since 2002, before it officially opened to the public. And at that time, I was connected with the Philippine General Hospital. So we would get patients from, and test. So as a doctor, we were brainwashed, or that was how we were educated, If you have diabetes, you're diabetic for life. If you have hypertension, you're hypertensive for life. That's what they told us. Except that part of my training was to go to the provinces. And you don't have medicines. How do you help these people? And it's through the diet. And so our patients since 2002 up to now, they're still not hypertensive. So they're not anymore the diagnosis that they used to be. We have one patient who has psoriasis. This was in 2003, and he's still flawless up till now. So much so that I'm not a dermatologist, but I get asked to give, talks in dermatological conferences. One reason is because of this patient and many other patients. So diabetes, so it's not a false claim, but we do have before and after ultrasounds that help shrink tumors just by changing the diet.
Well, also, for example, what Dr. Marie was saying is the metal detox. So a lot of us are exposed to different metals. And if anything metal which is excessive in your body, it becomes a toxic for you. It can kill you. So how do you reduce those stuff? It's through diet that we plan. It's through different programs that you do here that you reduce those metallic toxins in your body.
May I just quickly add, because if you have a tumor and you slice that, what's in the center, the needles, it's usually a heavy metal, mercury. And mercury, coriander or cilantro is something that chelates mercury, that removes mercury. So incorporate that in your diet, and that's a big thing already.
Thank you. If I may add, no, while I'm not necessarily a vegetarian, I do welcome terms like free-range chicken, grass-fed beef, and all the healthier alternatives to normal food products that I enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Ed. Aaron, and from Malaya Business Insight.
Hi, good afternoon. So my question is, how was the farm able to help the community with its presence here, specifically in Lipaor and Batangas?
Right.
No.
Well, okay. Well, the farm at San Benito is a pioneer and a trailblazer in regenerative tourism, to put it all in, and to give you an overview. So what is regenerative tourism? So we champion eco-sustainability, social responsibility, and cultural authenticity, meaning to say we enhance the local community, we empower the local residents, at the same time, uplifting them to their livelihood. And in terms of environment, we protect the environment that we live in, and we enhance the ecosystem. In terms of cultural authenticity, we celebrate the local heritage. So I believe that the farm is really a business with a passion and a mission and a purpose, and it is of course for good and positive, catalyst for positive change in the tourism industry. It's a perfect example for regenerative tourism in the country. So just a few examples in enhancing the livelihood of the community is we employ 70% here at the farm. So we have extensive training in wellness, in hospitality, in agricultural farming, sustainable agricultural farming, and this gives them an opportunity for long-term career growth. Another one is we have educational programs, and we deploy our chefs, our wellness chefs, our doctors, and our nutritionists, not only to provide educational workshops here at the farm for our guests, but also in the communities outside the farm on sustainable and mindful eating and the benefits of plant-based diet. So, we believe that wellness is for everyone. It's not just for the rich. Wellness is accessible for all, and we can start with proper nutrition. And here in the Philippines, we're abundant with medicinal herbs, with vegetables, local plants. But it's just, again, empowering wellness through education. And that's what we believe in here at the farm. And we extend that beyond our walls. And then another one is, of course, the farm is a world-renowned wellness destination. So we have been attracting tourists from all over the world. And because of this, we have been able to promote successfully the Filipino brand of wellness. And it's not only promoting hilot, which is the traditional Filipino healing modality, but also the products, as well as the cuisine, the Filipino cuisine, proudly promoting healthy Filipino cuisine. And this is again coming from our own gardens and producing virgin coconut oil and promoting barako and even our local cacao, which by the way, before the farm, before the farm was came to Lipa, it was already a dying industry. So I'm proud to say that because of the farm, we uplifted the livelihood of all these farmers. These are just a few examples. In terms of environmental sustainability, the farm, we have zero waste program, and we also teach that amongst the community, water conservation, and at the same time, most importantly, is the sustainable farming, agriculture. Thank you.
Just to add, 80% of our employees are actually from the Batangas area. So out of the 300 employed, 80% are from this area. Also, if you look at what the farm has done for Lipa, after the farm has opened in Lipa and reintroduced it to the Filipino community, Ayala has a development in this area, Rockwell has a development in this area. Mega World is partnering with us for an estate in this area. So it's a large uplift of Lipa as a city, and a lot of these developments are around the theme of wellness. And you can see that there's a couple of resorts that have opened up, which we don't find competitive. We actually find it as a collaboration in uplifting all of Batangas. So we welcome the friendly competition that's opening in the area, because it doesn't really compete with the farm, it uplifts the whole community.
In addition to that, I believe Lipano can be called a wellness destination. So yeah, you have the beautiful climate, you have the wellness properties all around aside from the farm. And over 22 years, we have won 110 international and local awards. So that, solidifies our position as one of the premier or one of the best medical wellness destinations in the world. And also successfully putting Lipa and the Philippines in the global wellness map. So that's our biggest contribution in the tourism industry.